There he is. There's my boy Shango talking on YouTube in a video he just made hours ago, talking about Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, at the contract talks. And I've seen a million of these videos, not by him, but by just on YouTube over the past coming months. And I decided that tonight at 4 a.m., because I got up early, went to bed early, that I would go ahead and make you guys a video and star Blaze, our bearded dragon, as he enjoys his bath here. You know, it's important to give your bearded dragon frequent baths and regular baths because they need that hydration, and they suck in that water from their underbellies and stuff like that. That's why it takes, like, you know, at least 30 minutes. You want to try to leave them in a bath at least 20 minutes, and I'd say at least once a week. And they need that hydration to come into their body so that they can live a long, healthy life. Isn't that right, Blaze? But as I sit here and watch Blaze, I just wanted to go ahead and, you know, talk to you guys, my viewers, here on YouTube, about where I'm at and what's going on, because I know you guys have seen me during this whole, you know, what's going on, the shutdown outside and the crud that's out there and all the people that are dying from it and getting sick and everything. So my son and I have been very, very good. We have stayed in. We have not really went out. My son, you know, went to visit his mother a few times, spend the night over there with her a few times lately, but I haven't even been out of the house except to, like, you know, take care of yard work or whatever. But I want to apologize to all you guys, my viewers, for not putting out more content frequently. You know, a couple of weeks ago here I was, a pretty good point in my life, I thought. You know, I felt I was pretty happy. I felt things were going well. You know, I was at a point where I was working hard on putting out DLC for Prison Ball with the Solar Reflection DLC, which is about 80% done, but still has a few things that I'm not happy with, and I want to make sure that I'm happy with it all before I launch it. So I put a message out. I tried to change the launch dates for the Solar Reflection DLC and for Damon Blood and for Cheyenne Storm. I wanted to change the launch dates on all those on Steam, but Steam wouldn't let me change them and wants me to email them to put up some other date. So I decided to just put out a message on the Prison Ball Steam page to let people know, hey, it's going to be later than usual. I don't know when I'm going to get motivated to finish that content, but I definitely want to do that, and I will. But I think all of us in our lives, even Blaze here, you know, is happy up on his rock, and he's living life in his little cage and eating bugs every day and eating his vegetables every day and drinking his water in his cage and all the good stuff. And, you know, every once in a while, about once a year, Blaze goes into brumation. And he just says, you know what, I'm taking a break from everything. And honestly, that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I've been at the past few days, guys. You know, the past few weeks, actually, whatever. Things have changed in my life, and I'm kind of doing the whole, I guess, Solar Reflection, the name of my DLC for Prison Ball, coming up. If you guys haven't checked out, you know, what's coming with that, you can check that out. You know, I think it's going to be a great expansion. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a version, a mode of Prison Ball where you can truly play by yourself. You don't have to play against the AI or anything like that. It's just you trying to protect the ball like a classic Breakout style game. And I think I got some twist on that game, on that mode, that's going to make it a lot of fun. And I think it's going to be great, guys. So be sure you check that out. I do think that, you know, my indie game development, I do feel that I'm getting better and better at it all the time. And I found new motivation for, I was talking a couple weeks ago, I know, in one of my game videos that I was streaming, about how I had, somewhere in the past few months, I had lost the motivation that I felt like, you know, the inspiration I felt like I needed to finish up Lemma Maze. And Lemma Maze is a game that I definitely want to get out, but I don't want to put it out until it is rock solid. I want Lemma Maze to be a game that people are going to fall in love with. I want a game that's going to break people's hearts when they play it. I want a game that's going to make people feel emotion and cry and laugh and feel, you know, the whole nostalgia of maybe falling in love or feeling love for, you know, another person, the romantic kind of love. And I really want to do that with Limit Maze. I want to make a special game, and it may not be out for some time, guys, because I really want to make it a special game. But recently I have found inspiration to get back to work on that again, but I want to get the content out that I have like mostly done for Prison Ball, which is the Solar Reflection DLC, Damon Blood, which I think is really going to change the dynamics of the main game, and Cheyenne Storm, another DLC character I plan on putting out. But right now, speaking of Solar Reflection, I mean, that's what I've been doing the past couple weeks. You know, I was talking about Brumation here in Blaze, where he's, you know, sometimes bearded dragons, usually about once a year, they go into a brumation period where they, you know, they don't move, they don't really eat, they don't do a whole lot for, I mean, it depends. Every bearded dragon is different, but a lot of times that lasts for a month, 6 weeks, 2 months. It just varies. And I'm kind of like a going through a pretty brumation period. You know, you get to a point, I think, in your life where things happen, and you do a whole lot of solar reflection yourself. You look at where your life is. You look at, you know, where your family is. You know, I'm looking at the fact that I'm a divorced. My divorce looks like it went through as well, guys. So I am divorced. I got the papers, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And, you know, I'm raising my teenage son, and I am working as well. So, you know, I'm working from home, and that's something that's taken up, you know, my days as well. So that's another reason you guys haven't seen quite as much video content from me. I do plan on picking up the amount of video content, the amount of, you know, games I play. I really want to offer a big variety and not just stream like Dead by Daylight all the time or one game all the time. I want to continue doing that. I think I'm going to start steering away from my Myths videos. I don't think they're very, and I felt this way for a long time, guys. I mean, a lot of people love my Myths videos, but I don't feel like they're very productive, I guess. You know, covering a game, continuing to cover low effort games where developers just put shit up on the Steam store and don't put any real effort into the game. And for me to call it exactly what we already know it is and call it shit, I don't feel like that's a productive a way to spend my time, or even to spend your time as viewing the content. I mean, once in a while it's fine to play a Game Gear game, as like Yo Boy was, you know, requesting I play on Discord, but for the most part, I think I'm going to get away from pumping out Myths videos, you know, once or twice a week or whatever, like I was doing for a while. And look at Blaze. He is listening. He is listening to me as I talk about this. He's like, what? No more Myths videos? Oh my god, Zax. What the hell's going on? You're a beautiful bearded dragon, Blaze. You really are. You are a beautiful bearded dragon. Yeah. I'm not quite as attached to you as I was to Rocky, I gotta be honest, but you are a prettier bearded dragon than Rocky was. But as we all know, guys, looks don't matter a whole lot, because I don't think that I'll ever love a bearded dragon as much as I did Rocky. And when I lost him, man, that hurt. It really did. And you know, I think we become really attached to, you know, people in our lives too. You know, we get really attached to, you know, if we have a favorite grandparent, a favorite grandma, or a favorite you know, brother or sister or whatever, that we just get really attached to, much more attached than maybe our other siblings. We get attached to a certain someone, you know, and when we lose them, it can be really tough, you know. And I know it was tough when I lost Chester. Unfortunately, Stanley, our other schnoodle, is getting really old, and I'm surprised we still have him. I remember like 2-3 years ago, about 3 years ago, I think. No, it was 2 years ago, because it was 2018. when my wife was still here. And my wife and I had a talk about how we didn't think Stanley would make it until 2019. And here it is 2020, almost halfway through 2020, and Stanley is still, he's still kicking. He's getting old, and I can tell that it kind of hurts him to walk, but he's not getting to the point that Chester was when we had to put him down. Is that right, Blaze? But Stanley's going to be a lot harder for me to see go by. He's going to hit me so hard because I've never loved a dog like I love Stanley. Just like I'm talking about, we have favorite things and favorite people and favorite dogs and pets and grandparents and everything like that. And when we lose them, it can hit us hard, And I think that sometimes when we go through this pain and we go through this loss in our lives, I think it really makes us reflect on a lot of things, not only ourselves, but our life and where we want to go with our life and how we want to grow and how we want to change. Is that right, Blaze? So that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know that, I'm not going away on YouTube. I'm not quitting my content. I'm not doing what what you guys all know I'm passionate about doing. And that's covering games and playing games and making games. And, even just doing any videos, like you've seen the news Ask a Zax videos that I've been doing, where I try to give people my opinions or my advice on tough relationship issues or personal issues that they might have in their life. Guys, I'm getting a lot of emails on the Ask a Zax, so if you guys want to ask me a personal question about your relationships or your marriage or whatever, I don't have I'm not a psychologist. I've never went to college, but I do feel I've been around this whole world long enough and I've seen enough where maybe I can give you some good advice on where you're at. A lot of times it helps just to ask somebody that's not in the relationship, where you're not asking a friend, and a friend can be really biased, and telling you this, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that because of their own bias. I'm also not somebody that is going to, BS you. I think you need to do this when I really feel that, you'd be crazy if you did that. So you're going to get honest feedback here, wrong or right. But one thing I'm never going to do, guys, is I'm never going to, make a video, something like Ask a Zaxter and ask you to click a link and go buy my relationship book or, buy one-on-one time with me on a Skype call for $400 an hour or anything like that. I've seen a lot of that, like on YouTube videos and stuff like that in the past. And no, that's not going to happen here. I mean, it's all going to be free advice. It's just going to be my heart. It's not going to be my advice where I'm trying to mold my advice into telling you something that I feel is going to put you in a corner in whatever you're going through, where you feel you got to call me. Oh my God, well, I've told you how to do this or this or that, and now that's pushed you back in a corner in your life or in your relationship or whatever, and now you're really feeling desperate. So I feel that I've got a better chance of you clicking on a link and giving me a call for $100 an hour or whatever. No, you're never going to see that. I'm never going to give you that kind of advice, and I feel like that happens a lot on the internet. A lot of these self-help videos and relationship advice videos and stuff like that you'll find on YouTube. They're not really trying to help you. I mean, some of them are, I think, but a lot of them are really just trying to push you into a place in your life or in your relationship where you feel defeated and you feel you need to call them. And that's really what they're trying to do, is push you into that. I feel like a lot of them are trying to push you into that spot where, oh my God, I gotta call Dr. Feelgood or whatever their name is on YouTube, But I want to thank you guys for, I'm enjoying making those Ask a Zaxter videos, and you guys have any questions like that, you can email me at askazaxter@yahoo.com, and I won't share any information, about who you are or any like really super personal details that maybe you share. If there's anything that's really personal or would give away maybe who you are, that information would be blocked out, when I make an email. I even had, I think the last video, the lady asked me to not even show the email and just kind of talk about her situation. And that's kind of what I did for her. So I enjoy making you guys content. I enjoy making video games. I enjoy playing games, people. And I continue to do that. I just wanted to reach out and let you guys all know that I love you. Remember that each and every one of you are special and unique in your own way. And, You know, remember that you all have a high value. You know, never let anything in your life make you feel like you're not worth anything or that you're a failure. You know, even if you're going through your 4th marriage and, you know, you're getting a divorce again and you're approaching 50 years old or, you know, whatever, don't ever make things in your life that haven't worked out make you feel like you're a failure or that you shouldn't be here or anything. You know, realize that each and every one of you out there is a very special person. You have a place in this world. You have people and friends who dearly love you, and maybe even a pet like Blaze here who needs you, you know, who needs you to be here to take care of. Make that right, Blaze? Yeah. He is thinking about jumping out of that water. He is done with his bath, so I guess I will end this video, guys. Look how skinny he is. He's went through brumation recently, and yeah, he needs to fatten up a little bit. But he is doing well. He's as colorful as ever, and he is looking at my monitor and thinking, he's thinking some thoughts too. He's doing a little bit of self-reflection, like, man, I need to be up eating dubia roaches and eating that fresh collard greens and stuff like that Zaxtor gives me. Yeah, that right, Blaze? All right, guys, I want to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank you guys for being here. Love you guys all. Blaze sends his love, of course, to each and every one of you. And we'll be back in the future, guys, with more gaming videos, more content. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm just kind of in a place in my life where, you know, I'm kind of taking a break and you know, doing things we all need to do from time to time. I feel like, you know. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.